We're here in north central Minnesota at the Johnson Lake Hunter Walking Trail Network. This is a project area with the Chippewa National Forest and the Ruffed Grouse Society and the American Woodcock Society, and we're promoting age class diversity, forest wildlife habitat, and recreational trail maintenance and development. The Ruffed Grouse Society and the American Woodcock Society, we are primarily ruffed grouse and woodcock hunters who realize that the main method of achieving our ultimate area of interest is through the health of the forests in which they live. Our focus is more on the habitat, and it's done through an efficient method of embracing active forest management.
Active forest management is important as we're starting to talk about climate change and things that are shifting in our environment, and these natural disturbances are not always occurring on a very specific timeline. So active forest management can provide a way for us to mimic a windstorm, to mimic a fire that might occur on the landscape, and provide that diversity within the forest landscape as well as structural diversity and age structure classes, which is really important for a variety of wildlife species.
Clear cutting is a silvicultural forest management system of full sunlighting of a site, mimicking typically high intensity disturbance in a natural ecological functioning system. A high severity wildfire or a 100% blow down wind event would create full sunlight conditions, allowing species that respond as pioneer species post-disturbance can reoccupy a site. And so clear cutting is a silvicultural system to provide that full sunlighting for that disturbance regime for an even-aged forest to come back following that disturbance. So this here is a classic aspen regeneration site, early successional, about 10 years old, classic ruffed grouse and American woodcock brood rearing habitat. This was a clear cut with reserves timber harvest about 10 years ago that allowed that dense 10,000 plus stems per acre of aspen and some mixed other species deciduous trees coming in. So now here we're coming to where we're going to go for a walk, and there's a log landing from about 10 years ago that's been planted to conifers, spruce, and then just behind that is some of that classic aspen regeneration, about 10 years old, which is ruffed grouse and American woodcock brood rearing habitat. And then also there's some mature aspen that's on this harvest regime and plans to do this patchwork harvesting through our stewardship agreement with the Chippewa National Forest in the future. Without deliberate active management, considering the loss of natural disturbance patterns on the landscape and really the inability to replicate them at scale, it would be the loss of many important wildlife species. Ruffed grouse, American woodcock, their prolific numbers here in Minnesota would not be able to continue without deliberate active forest management.